Welcome to the Steren Electronics Dealer Webinar. I'm Evan Kinsella, CFO of Steren Electronics. Thanks for joining us today once again. We hope everything is going well. It's raining here in sunny San Diego, so hopefully your weather is better wherever you are. During today's webinar, we will be covering a number of items, including the bulk cable rollout, our Steren branded and third-party branded deals of the week, the U.S. retail store catalog update, an update on the annual convention, an update on inventory on hand and what is in transit, and we will once again review our warehouse shipping report to see how we're performing. During the call today, in attendance are David Sterenberg, CEO, Javier Garcia, President, Alex Cohen, Senior Vice President, Tracy Stansbury, Merchandising. Speaking today for the most part will be Miss Elisa Jones, which I know you will enjoy. So at this time, I will hand it over to Elisa.
Good afternoon, dealers. I hope your days are going well. A few things that we need to go over on today's topics of discussion is the bulk cable rollout. A lot of you have expressed interest in purchasing our bulk cable, our networking cable, so we put together a program for the dealers, for you guys on pricing. The next thing that we'll be rolling out with this is we realize that a lot of you guys not only have the retail store business, but you also have an installation business. So in the next couple of weeks, not only are we rolling out the Steren branded bulk networking and coax cable program, but we'll also be putting together an installer package for those of you that have expressed interest in buying our consumer grade or our installer grade products for your businesses. So I've put together also a list of speaker wire and hookup wire for you guys to go through. We have multiple 16 gauge, 18 gauge, all the way down to 12 gauge speaker wire. So we'll also be emailing this out to you, so you don't just have pricing in a spreadsheet, but you'll also have it to where it's updated for you guys to go through. And it will also be eventually added to our inventory report for on-hand and incoming. One of the things that we want to talk about is the Steren branded deal of the week. We put together, this week's feature is featuring the telephones. You can mix and match 10 or more telephones to get an additional 10% off of your regular cost. And if you look at the next slide, we'll see that we've added at least 8 different types of phones for you guys to go through and pick the ones that are best selling in your stores and put that program together. Third party deal of the week is Samsung OEM batteries. Mix and match 6 or more batteries, and you can save up to 20% off regular cost. We have battery selection in both San Diego and in Memphis. You guys can put together the order for 6 or more batteries. We can get those shipped out to you. This offer does expire Wednesday, April 13th. We'll send this out to you in e-blast too, so you can go through and get your orders placed. And the other item that we have is our third-party deal of the week. The Little Will, the CB antenna, has been a really popular item, so we're putting it on special for you guys. So case quantity is 4 on this, and the deal of the week ends April 13th. The other thing that I want to talk about that we're getting ready to launch, for those of you that have registered for the webinar and that are attending the webinar, we will be issuing coupons tomorrow in your inbox. We will start running specials only for the dealers that are attending the webinar. What we'll do is we'll announce starting next week, we'll announce at the end of our presentation what the deal of the week is and send you a coupon. So tomorrow in your inbox, look for a coupon from your dealer support team and your sales support team of what this item of the week is for our webinar specials, and we'll be sending along a coupon so you can add those items to your next order. And that deal is only good for 24 hours. So if you're on the webinar and you know about the deal, then you can get that item at a reduced price to include with your next shipment. The next topic, the Steren US catalog, the long-awaited catalog. We put together version 1 of our catalog. This catalog is meant to be a digital catalog only, so we'll be sending out a link to you guys that you can be able to download the catalog. Two things. If you're going to print this catalog, when you go to print it, it's in PDF, so it might change the page numbers a little bit because it's only set up to be on issue as a digital catalog. But what we've done is we've put together a table of contents, so you should be able to, once you've downloaded the digital catalog, to be able to go in and search and find what you're looking for. Teresa and Jen and the team will be sending out a link to issue. If there's any questions on how to download this or you can't get it downloaded, please reach out to us. We've been working on the link here. It seems to be pretty easy to navigate, but if some of you guys aren't familiar in how issue works, we can simply walk you through it and get your catalog. So this is a Steren product-only catalog. We're working on our full catalog. That will be out as soon as we have a date, the next 3 to 4, maybe 5 months. As soon as we have a firm date on that, we'll be able to get that out to you. We did on the catalog, we did not put pricing. Many dealers have expressed the fact that they don't want pricing on their catalog because they want to use it in their stores as a selling tool.
Thanks, Lisa. Next, we wanted to give a quick update on the annual convention, our first one ever. Dates will be September 8th through the 10th in Dallas, Texas, which we hope makes it convenient for people from all areas of the country to attend. Exact details on which hotel it will be in and so forth will be forthcoming, but we would like you all to, as we've requested previously, to pre-register so that we can get the final count, so that we can ensure that we have the right size rooms for the exhibit area, the right size rooms for the seminars, and so forth. If you register before April 30th, you'll be entered to win $500 in Steren bucks. Register early for more chances to win. How does that work, Elisa?
So how that works is everybody that has registered, what's the date today? That registers before April 10th, which I believe is Sunday, your entry, sorry, I don't even know the date today, your entry will be multiplied by 10. So if you've already registered, you've been already entered into the drawing 10 times. If you register by April 20th, for every register at that point, 5 times. Your name goes into the hat 5 times for the $500 for the Steren bucks. April 30th, you need to have gotten it together by then. You only get entered 3 times. So get your registration in. We'll be updating. I need you guys to be familiar with the SterenConvention.com, the website. This is going to be the point of a lot of the communication. You'll go there to register for your hotels. You'll go there as we start to update the weekly agenda. That website will be our key communication part to you, out to the dealers. So go today to SterenConvention.com if you haven't already pre-registered. Get registered, and then we'll be updating that every other day, at least a couple times a week. As we get more and more information, we'll be updating it. And we'll also go through the Steren Annual Convention every week on our webinar just to touch on it to make sure you guys are all up to date. So get registered. Yes, Evan.
Elisa.
Yes, sir.
I love this. If I register early, I get 10 times instead of 1, correct?
Yes.
If I'm registering for 2 people, does that count as 1 registration or 2?
If they are different Steren stores, so if you have 1 store and you register 1 person,
it's 10 times. One registration per store qualifies for the bonus registration.
Correct.
Understood. Thank you.
Okay. All right. So, Steren Annual Convention. Here's a slide that kind of goes through the things that we'll be going over in our events and our seminars. We actually have a list of vendors that have already agreed and will be setting up specials for the trade show. They'll have their own tables to demo their own products. It's a great opportunity for you guys to look at what our Steren store vision is moving forward. Go over the AT&T presentations. I know that's been on a lot of your minds. We're also going to sit down and strategize growth and ways to increase profitability for your stores. And by then, we'll have totally up-to-date digital marketing strategy, social media strategy campaigns. We have Daniel Eisen and his team that have joined us to start to relaunch and re-educate the dealers on what our digital marketing platform looks like. We are going to have an awards banquet. We will be setting up next year's awards, how to qualify for, I don't know if it's going to be trips, but different awards that we'll have in the following year. And of course, it's a Steren annual convention, so there's always social events. It's a great opportunity for you guys to get back in with dealers that you haven't seen for a while. I know, and a lot of you have said the convention before was awesome to get to see people that you haven't seen, but it's definitely a time when we can come together as a unit and discuss how do we grow our business next year. The other thing that I want to mention is please join Steren's Facebook page and go to the News Tech site. We continue every week to upload on-hand inventory, bring in more items, update items. Parts stores, we just received our final shipment in. We'll be able to get more of that product out this week. But that inventory report should be a useful tool for you guys, hopefully, to be able to make it easier to place orders and to see what's coming in and to plan on your end. Any questions?
Thanks, Elisa. Quick update, and I'll do this verbally. I have the slide, and somehow it didn't get in. From the third-party logistics performance reporting standpoint, for the past week through April 1st, same-day shipping was 13%, shipping within 24 hours, or one day was 84, so 97% shipped within 24 hours. The in-transit days to delivery, and this is something that now we're focusing on as well. So it's important that things leave the warehouse on time, but we also want to make sure that you understand how many days it takes to get to the different places. For the Northwest and Southwest, it should be 2 to 4 days from the LA warehouse. And the North Central, Northeast, and Southeast, it will be 2 to 4 days coming out of the Memphis warehouse. Obviously, if there are items that need to ship from the non-preferred warehouse, that may add some shipping time, but your sales representatives and customer service representatives will certainly update you on that. Okay, so call to actions today. First off, submit your bulk cable orders. If you have any questions, please call, and the team can walk you through what the options are. Please take advantage of our deals of the week. Continue to submit your AT&T dealer forms, please. We're getting very close to launching the critical aspects of the program, which will include pre-order forms, and you need to have your AT&T dealer forms submitted before we can allow you to participate in the program. As we discussed, register for the annual convention. The earlier you register, the more entries you have to win the $500 of Steren bucks. Check your email today for the flash deal for everyone that's been in attendance. Also, make sure you're on the lookout for your email for the link to the catalog. As Elisa mentioned, if you have any issues when you're linking to that catalog, please call us. We can walk you through it. Next week's webinar will be on Thursday, April 14th, same time, 1 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. Now we'll get to a few questions. First question is, have we solved the issues with double shipment? Jesse, for the most part, we believe we have resolved that. If you see any issues, please contact us immediately. We have been constantly improving not only the reporting, but the quality control efforts at the point of shipment with both the Memphis and Los Angeles warehouse. So it's never, I would say, never going to be 100% solved because shipping is shipping, right? But the accuracy rate has gone up incredibly. So Next question. On the registration page for the convention, it errors out for not having a Steren store number.
You need a Steren. Do they have a Steren? If you have, I'd like to take that out. If you could send me an email on that at info@SterenUSA, let me test it.
It's Ryan.
Ryan, when you go to register, if you don't have your Steren store number, you need to put your Steren store number in the registration to be able to complete it. Let me give you a call after this to walk you through it to see if there's something that we can work on this end.
Okay, thank you. Next question, are the Samsung batteries in the special in retail packaging?
I believe they are. I will have to get back to you to double check.
Okay, so we'll play something on the Facebook to answer that question. Craig's not on the phone, and he's the master of retail packaging. Okay. Next question from Mr. Raleigh. Hope you're doing well, Raleigh. Your pricing schedules show Steren store pricing. When will we be able to become Steren stores so we know we can enjoy said pricing? Lisa thinks you are, Raleigh.
Let me double check that with Craig, and I'll get back to you. Steren store pricing for the people that have hung the Steren sign, I thought was already in place, but let me double check that with Craig and his team.
If you believe that you should be qualifying for the Steren store pricing and are not receiving that, please immediately call Lisa's team so they can look into it.
Yeah.
Next question, how soon can we expect to see some automation and shipment tracking? It would help to be able to tell our customers more definitively when special orders and restock items are going to be in. Another question from Jesse. Thanks, Jesse. I'm looking into that today because the patch that was supposed to help us make the linkage between the 3PLs and our systems, which are the ones sending out your information more efficient, it's still not closed and finalized. Once that's done, you should see vast improvement on the speed of the information coming to you on every shipment. Next question. Last I heard, Steren was still working on verbiage for the Steren store agreement. That is actually spot on correct. In fact, I am supposed to be seeing drafts of 2 versions by the end of this week, and wrapping into that, once those are complete, will be the addendums that include the mobility with AT&T, whether it be just for the prepaid box program, for the new Cricket program, or for the full suite postpaid. Next question, and this is just a question in the Cricket Wireless, and I'll give a quick update on this. I will be able to give more in-depth information on the entire mobility rollout during next week's webinar, so please make sure you attend. Cricket, on the box program, we're combining with GoPhone. We have in-store POP designs already from AT&T, so that's coming close to closure. We're finalizing the supply chain channel. Once that's done, the box program should be ready for launch. The new Cricket Wireless prepaid that is more akin to a postpaid program is still in the hands of AT&T. We do have some program definition around it, but what we do not know is the exact launch date of that. They have told us the target is August 1st. We've been led to believe that August 1st, while being a target, may slip till September 1st. So the closer we get to that date, the more we'll know about the new Cricket Wireless platform. Next question, what cost should the dealer expect for the show, flight, hotel, meals, etc.? Next week, we'll be able to give more definitive answers around that, and obviously, the more people we have attending, the more economies of scale that we get at the convention site. What you will see is you will see a program offered up that not only details the cost of those different elements, but then also will detail ways for you to earn against that so that you can get credits on future Steren purchases that offset the cost of attendance. Another question. I would like to submit my store for testing on the new IDOSoft platform. That's from Jesse. Jesse, just please contact someone on Elisa's team directly. Anybody that wants to be on the front end of that, please let us know. We obviously want to limit the number on that front end because the more that we have, the harder it is to control any kind of bugs during the rollout. But if you're willing to participate, please just let us know, and we'll let you know if we can include you in that. Next question. When will the national publicity campaign be launched? Thanks for that, Ira. At this point, we are at the point that we could fairly soon launch that. We're trying to make that coincide with the release of the AT&T as well. So at this point, we're really more focused on giving you the tools necessary to do local PR as we have. And once we're ready to go national, we'll clearly bring everyone in the loop. I'm just perusing to see which questions have been answered or not answered. Next one was any word on terms, financial terms. That question clearly goes to me. I can't hand that off to Elisa. We actually had a meeting about that last week, and you should have some information soon. What you might see as a first step towards that is another program-related terms extension before we get to full terms going forward, but we're certainly working as quickly as we can on that. So I appreciate that question, and we understand that's important to make sure that you have the right cash flow in your business. I think that is about it. So once again, thank you very much for joining us. Next week on Thursday, please join us so that I can give a more detailed update on AT&T rollout and what the next steps are from there. So please spread the word if anybody's interested in AT&T rollout to definitely attend that. Make sure that we take advantage of our deals of the week. We hope that that is going to become a lucrative program for you. Continue to submit those AT&T dealer forms. Register for the annual convention.
And for those of you that have just now registered, my email's blowing up. Thank you very much. I'm glad to see you guys are jumping on the bandwagon and getting registered. So we'll be sending a confirmation back out to you guys just so you know that we have your registration. But I do appreciate it and thank you. And yes, you are entered into the raffle 10 times.
Thanks, Elisa. Thanks again, everyone. Look forward to speaking to you next week. And the phone lines and emails are always open. Please contact us with any questions you have. We're here to help. Have a great rest of the week.